Welcome back to Steel City Drones. Today is the first video that we're going to be making on the subject of mapping. And we get a lot of requests from people asking us, can we please give you guys, our audience, more information about mapping? Everybody wants to know more about mapping, and we are definitely going to oblige and give you everything that we can do regarding mapping. So right here, we have an Autel Alpha drone. Now, this has RTK, but notice this has two puck antenna receivers for RTK. That is a major difference between other drones on the market, such as the Matrice 4T, the Matrice 4E, the Mavic 4 Enterprise, you name it. The Matrice 4TD, as an example, those are all one puck antenna systems. If you go back to our channel, you'll see we have a very comprehensive video that explains everything about RTK. But we're not going to get that involved into this. But this does, again, the advantages of two puck antenna system when we're using it with RTK is it's going to also give us electromagnetic protection when we're trying to do power line inspections over 100,000 kV or just 100,000 volt lines. Okay, so 100 kV or 100,000 volts. That's when we start getting into the internal GPS and the compass starts getting compromised. This provides us that electromagnetic protection, where those other craft that I mentioned earlier cannot and do not. This also will help with magnetic protection around excessive metal, such as steel manufacturing plants and bridges and railroads. So it gives magnetic protection as well as electromagnetic protection. And that's a really big deal. So this aircraft also has been advertised as a mapping drone. Now, again, there's a lot of use cases for mapping. We are actually in the process of, we are going to restructure our entire online mapping course around three different elements: introduction, intermediate, and advanced. Where the advanced is survey grade, the middle section is for use cases that don't necessarily need survey grade accuracy, and the first level is going to be basic. But why I'm bringing that up here is because we need to get this aircraft an RTK service. So there's two ways around it. We can either give a direct entry through the controller, or we can connect this to a base station like this. This is a Reach RS2 Plus. And I'm telling you, the Reach receivers are the best on the market. We're going to be making more videos in the future regarding the inwood receivers. But, you know, we've had some problems at first when we were trying to connect the Alpha to a third-party base station. And this wasn't making any sense to us. And what we were doing is we were connecting our office internet, our router, straight to the base station and also to the Alpha, and that was not working. So then we kind of stumbled upon something, trying something else, where we actually then put a hotspot to the base station and then to the Alpha. That worked. I'm thinking that's odd. So then we looked at the differences. So what we found, and this is a good tip for anybody that has an Alpha or is about to buy an Alpha, that you'll want to really pay close attention to here. So the default IP addresses on a lot of the devices is 192.168.1.1. There is a confliction for that IP address. So if you try to use that as 192.168.1.1, you are not going to get it to work. So a little test that we did is we just went off and changed that third number. So 192 to 168 to, let's call it X.1. and we then reconfigured our router, and that worked. So there's just a small conflict with that specific IP address. So if you change that around, you'll get the base station to work with the Autel Alpha, and for that matter, you can also do the Max 4T will be the same thing. So that's just a little bit of a tip here. Now we're also, in the next video that we'll be doing, is we are going to show you a comparison, a mapping project comparison between the Alpha, a Matrice 4 Enterprise, and a Matrice 400 with the P1. And we are going to use the same data, we're going to use the same base and everything, and go ahead and really look at the numbers to see where they are, and we're going to see, is the Alpha really survey grade quality? And that's going to be in the next video. So with that said, if you have any questions, put them down in the comment section below, or else we will see you in the next video. Thanks again.